Hey bro, I just want to quickly talk about something I'm realizing, and before it happens to you, I want to share with you. It's happening to me, and it's really just annoying, bro. It really gets me pissed off, bro. So right now is I have a 1 week holiday from school, right? And in UK this called what's it called, half term, right? Where eventually every like 6 to 8 weeks you get a 1 week um holiday from school, and then you do the rest of the school, then you get the Eastern holiday or Christmas, whatever it is, right? And because of school, there's a lot of habits that you can't really keep up with. For example, walking outside and getting sunlight first thing in the morning right after I wake up, right? I'm not really able to do that in the school days, since in the school days I have to wake up like at 5, and therefore it's still dark outside until like 7:30. Right now, I'm getting more sleep, and I'm waking up maybe about 8 to 9, and I'm actually pretty consistent with the morning sunlight, I'd say, right? And everything's going well. I'm reading everything. I eventually have more time, and I promised myself I'm going to do more deep work during the holidays that I couldn't really do in the school days, right? Because in the school days, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would average maybe an hour to maybe 2 hours per day, per deep works, right? Deep work hours per day in the school days, right? And then in the Saturday, Sunday, maybe I would get like a 3 hours, maybe 2 hours and a half, a bit more, right? So now that I don't have school for a whole week, actually, if you count from Saturday to the next Sunday, it's about 7, 8, 9 days, right? And I am going pretty well, bro. But when I sit down and actually try to do some work, my mind keeps on thinking about excuses like, let's do something else instead, like go to the gym or read. It's still productive, right? That's the excuse my mind makes up. But what I gotta realize is that if I sit down there with the intent of doing deep work, getting these tasks done, I sit down then and I'll have to get these tasks done no matter what. This is something that my mind keeps on making excuses like, oh, the other thing is still productive, it's still important. But it doesn't matter, bro. If I sit down there with the intent of doing some work to finish, I don't know, school tasks, YouTube tasks, whatever it is, I need to sit down in there and do that work. If I start making up excuses that, oh, let's go to the workout, it's still productive, it's because I don't feel like working, not because the other thing is better. Because before I sat down there, I was conscious, okay, this is the work I'm going to do. So if after I sit down, it's been like 5 minutes and I'm already like, okay, let's go read or something, it's still work, it's still productive. You're just weakening your mind, You're making your mind weaker, bro. I want to say how we're wasting time, and we're taking all this time for granted, bro. It could be with anything, bro. I remember back in the summer, I had this case where, there's like a scam here and there, and I had £100 in the case, which is not really that much, For some of you, I always value money, but it's not really that much amount of money, £100. And I eventually made £100, but then there was like a case started in PayPal, and this guy started like this, I don't remember how you call it, like dispute, I don't know, but he started like a case against me in PayPal, and eventually in that exact time I was in holiday in Wales with my family. And I remember I took it too easy. I was like, I'm here in Wales, I'm relaxing, whatever. This was like back in the summer, 2023. So I didn't reply to it. I thought I'm going to reply in like 2, 3 days. But eventually, when I come back in London, I check my phone. I lost £100 bro. I know it's not that much maybe, but it's still money. It's still £100, bro. And I lost it because I was too fucking lazy and I took it for granted. Eventually, I had to make a lot of calls to PayPal, talk here and there, fight a lot, and then eventually I did get the money back. But it took like a whole month. I could have avoided just by replying to the the email that PayPal sent me. The same way, bro. You know, fucking guy screaming, bro. The same way I took my health for granted, you know. It's my teeth. I know maybe this is not that relevant, but about not even a year ago, bro, like a fucking 2 years ago, I had a problem in my teeth, right? So eventually I had to take care of my teeth. I had to, you know, get it checked, because eventually this tooth over here, it was like damaged, so it was like really small. It wasn't that noticeable, but it was very small, right? And like the structure and like inside of the gum, you know, there's many problems. So I eventually went to the dentist, and they set me an appointment, and I got it checked, and they said, brush your teeth for about 3 months. Okay, just keep brushing it, because we need your gum to be healthier in order to do the operation and eventually get your tooth fixed, right? For the first 1-2 weeks, you know, I brushed my tooth properly. Because, bro, this is fucked up. I wasn't even brushing my teeth consistently. Like maybe once a day. Some days I would skip it. In the weekends, I would just forget it. Just because when I go to school, it was a habit to brush my teeth after I ate. But if I don't go to school, I wouldn't really think about it, right? This was back like 2 years ago. So eventually I don't brush my teeth. You know, I just forget about it whatsoever. After 2-3 weeks, I'm not brushing anymore, and it's been 3 months, and they sent me an appointment to check it, right? I go back. They say it's not healthy enough. I need to brush it more, and I need to eat less of the, you know, sweets and whatever, bro. I used to be a fucking addicted to those little processed food, you know, sweets and whatever. Like, eat like a proper pack, bro. It's fucking, bro, it's fucked up. But whatever, bro. I've been brushing my teeth again 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then I eventually just go back to the normal, brush only once a day, or even just skip a couple of days. And then I eventually had an appointment, but I was too late to it. So they set the appointment again, like in 2 weeks. Guess what happened? Came late again. So one more time. This time my dad was behind the counter. Well, this time it wasn't really my fault, you know, school and whatever, but I went there and I was still too late. They set another appointment. This time I went again. You know, I still remember, bro, I was like in fucking PE, you know, gymnastics in school, and I wanted to play a bit longer, so I called my mom. I was like, oh, can you tell the dentist to delay the appointment, because I feel like playing a bit more. And then I actually went to the dentist. It wasn't really too late, but I was still like 10-15 minutes late. Guess what? They didn't give me the appointment. And when I tried to book it again for the 4th time, they fucking kicked me out, bro. They said I came late too many times, and they kicked me out. And I still didn't fucking learn my lesson, bro. I fucking waited a whole year, you know. I was supposed to just go for the next dentist, you know, search another dentist in the area, and this time come in time. But no, bro. I just let it go. And for a whole year, I'm not exaggerating, a whole year, I just ignored dentists. I didn't even think about it. And this tooth was getting worse and worse. It was getting smaller. We moved house. We got a new dentist in here, because this time I started having like pains, you know, getting pains, toothache, whatever. We get it checked. You know, they do a couple of work here and there. This time, I'm fucking like touching my tooth here and there, and it breaks. I'm here to say, bro, finally fucking broke. Finally I learned my lesson, bro. I was fucking toothless, and you actually saw it in one of the videos. I think in the crash video you saw it, you know. And yeah, I was fucking toothless for like a month, because it's Christmas holidays, so there was no doctors, there's no dentists. And yeah, man, then I had to go back and forth like 6 times, and in a couple of, in about a month, I finally got it. Now, right here, I have to live eternally with a fake tooth. And when you think about it, yeah, it's not that much, just put the fake tooth on, whatever, it's gonna be uncomfortable the first 1-2 days, and you get used to it. That's true, bro. But isn't it sad to think that all the other people of my age, at least most of them, have like normal teeth, and I'm here like, yeah, okay, it's not really a problem once you get used to it, but bro, you have to be careful, when you're eating, you gotta be careful chewing. It feels kind of weird, and just one tooth. It's fucking fake now. I learned my lesson, whatever. Take more care of my teeth. And bro, you better brush your teeth twice a day too, bro. Morning and night. But that's also, that's to make the point, bro, that we take time for granted. We take everything for granted. Granted, well, however you want to say it, bro. And this is a problem because when you actually start to lose stuff or even people, that's where you actually learn or understand that you're doing something wrong. You finally learned your lesson. And people still then they don't learn the lesson, bro. Look at fucking YouTubers like Nico Cado Avocado, bro. He's fucking eating. He's been diagnosed with like problems and stuff, he's been having like problems. Of course he risks heart attack any time, still making those fucking videos. And yeah, from what I've heard recently, he's been kind of losing weight, which is fucking amazing. But you get my point, bro. People take things for granted and people for granted until they eventually lose them. That happened to me plenty of times. And one thing I don't want to take for granted right now is my time, and you should too. I'm not saying you're gonna die tomorrow or whatever, but bro, let me tell you, and this is a fact, the more time you waste by not working, the later you'll become rich. If that's even your goal. Just put your goal here. What's your goal, bro? Well, becoming an engineer, a doctor, a businessman, an entrepreneur, a YouTuber. Your goal is right here. You're right here right now. Okay? Let's say the amount of time you'll take is exactly 1,500 hours of working. The more you work, the closer you get to it. Let's say you take what, like 3 years? 3 years to keep work, and you'll get there. You can succeed even in 5-6 years. But guess what? By that time, you never know what you're losing. You never know what's gonna happen. One example that is kind of sad to make, but could turn out to be true, is that perhaps you wanna set your parents financially free. You wanna retire your parents, but you're just lazy in the work and you keep on delaying, and eventually, yes, you do get successful. But when you do, it's too late. They're not there anymore. You don't want that to happen, bro. So just work as much as you can. Of course, yes, take the time off, put some time to family, friends, and, sometimes just have fun, experience life, whatever. But don't forget to work, and don't use that as an excuse not to work, bro. I really hope you learn something, bro, and you don't take your time for granted. Because the more you work, the more you do it, the quicker you become successful. Just imagine, bro, I've heard this example, and it really made a lot of sense. Just picture you have 10 million pounds or dollars, euros, whatever your currency is. You have 24 hours. Actually, let's say, okay, you have $10 million, okay, but it's in the other side of the world. Let's say Australia, okay. For most of us is in the other side of the world. If you live in fucking Australia, bro, imagine it's in another side of the world. But you have $10 million, okay, thousands of kilometers away from you. You would fucking do anything to go and eventually get the money, right? You fucking drive, you'll invest, right? You'll go to your dad and say, look, I'm gonna give you fucking $10,000, just drive me in there, or you take the plane. It doesn't matter, because you're not losing money. The money is right there waiting for you. Now, what if I told you that you have exactly 48 hours to get that money? Now you get serious, right? You'll actually start making calls. You get the first plane ticket that you can, and eventually make the flight. It doesn't matter how much you have to pay. You just pay the amount of money, because you know the money's still waiting right there in the other side of the world. Guess what? The same thing is with your success right now. Picture your goal. What is it? 10K a month? YouTuber? 100K subscribers? 1 million subscribers? You're right here, right now, bro. The success right here is guaranteed. 100%. This is a fact. You'll fucking get there, bro. But when would you get there? Because you can do it right now, bro. You can fucking work as much as you can, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours per day, and you eventually get closer and closer and closer. You can also do 1 hour per day, or you can just take the weekends off. Yeah, that's fine. And you take like fucking ages, like 8, 9 years to get there. It's up to you, bro. Success is right there. You have to reach it. You have to work for it. It's not gonna get to your hands just like that. Fucking raining outside. It's like what, 12 p.m. And now I'm gonna go to the fucking gym, bro. It's arms day. Gotta get the pump. So go get some work done, bro. And I'll see you in the next video.